Hey, what up, people? It's your boy Amnomelo back again for another video. And today I actually was looking through my videos, and I was thinking I yesterday I posted a video about I stand with Liv Morgan, something like that. And you know what? I was actually happy with the outcome of that video. And yeah, overall I think the video did quite well. I enjoyed doing it because it's obviously my goat. I don't care what anyone says, pretty much in this. I'm just being cutthroat as what I think of the wrestler. And yeah, you people are actually enjoying it. So yeah, you people could hold that. Whatever I say is facts on this channel. So if you wanna unsubscribe, you could unsubscribe. I don't give a crap. I don't give two toss. But yeah, this video is just gonna be me explaining some of my extra thoughts on what I elaborated on that first vid. So yeah, obviously, the first video I didn't really put too much thought into it. I didn't really put too much dedication onto it. But this video, I want to go into some extra details. Justice for Liv Morgan, Babyface Liv, is the best women's character in WWE. And yes, you have heard me correctly. I have said that. We're gonna do this again. Second Justice for Liv Morgan video. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even apologizing to anyone at this point, because this is I'm gonna support this wrestler until thy kingdom come. I don't really care what anyone says, because I need to talk about something that that I believe in. Babyface Liv is the best women's character in WWE. And before someone starts writing an entire paragraph in the comment section, yes, I said it, and the best, not one of the best, not underrated, not she's pretty good when she's given the right material, the best. I am standing on that because I think people completely underestimate what Liv brings as a character, brings to a character. Everyone talks about wrestling ability. Everybody starts talking about promos, championships. Everybody talks about who can have a 5-star match. But sometimes you need somebody who makes you feel something. And I feel something with Liv, and Liv does that. That what makes Liv be as a babyface so special. Because when Liv is presented as the babyface, that people genuinely wants to see succeed. You can actually get emotionally invested in her. You can root for her. You can feel frustrated for her. You can celebrate with her. You can laugh with her. You can be angry when something happens to her. You can actually follow her journey because her journey is elaborated as a big part in her story. 11 years in the making to finally win a title. That is it's basically a character. She's basically living as a character without being a character. And that's what we're supposed to be watching wrestling for. We're supposed to care about these people, and Liv has that ability. You don't need to make her the loudest person in the room. You don't need to give her some ridiculous monologues every week. You don't need her to scream into the microphone for 15 minutes. You just let Liv be Liv. And that is when she is at the best. Because there's something naturally likable about her character. She's got the underdog energy. She's got that chaotic energy, basically saying that she is basically like us as fans, just basically living her dream as a WWE star. That is her character. She is a fan who wants to live her dream as a WWE star. That is special. That is big uplift for that, fam. I don't care what anyone says in this video. I'm doing this for clicks and views. I ain't doing this for none of this. I'm doing it because I believe in it. And she's got that I might do something completely unexpected energy, fam. And then when you combine that with genuine vulnerability, it works, and it works very well. And that's why I think Babyface Liv is better than any woman's character we've seen, from Becky Lynch or Mercedes, for example. Any of these women, Stephanie, for example. She's better than all of them. I don't really care. Anyone can chat to me. I don't really care what anyone says. Yes, I'm going there. And I'm not saying Becky or Stephanie or Mercedes is bad, fam. before the internet police comes knocking on my door. No, I'm not saying they're bad. They've accomplished a lot. They've had memorable moments. They're talented. But when we're talking specifically about character, and for me, Babyface Liv is clear above any of what they have done. Becky Lynch may have had an incredible character with the man, obviously iconic. What it did for plenty in the industry. But Babyface Live to me has something different. There's an emotional accessibility to Live that makes you feel like you're watching somebody you actually want to see overcome something. Becky can walk into the arena and command the room, absolutely, but Liv can make you look at her and go, please let her win. That is powerful. You got Stephanie who presented coolly. She's got the aura for an example. But again, I'm talking about the character, and Babyface Liv has more layers. She's not just I'm tough. She's not just I am the best. She's not just look how cool I am. There's a little bit of humor there. There's a little bit of everything, for example. As I said, humor, emotion, vulnerability, there's confidence, there's chaos, there's determination, and mostly there's a reason to care. That's the difference. And then we get to Mercedes because I don't like Mercedes. People who know me know I can't tolerate Mercedes because Mercedes. I'll be real with Mercedes for you. I'll be real. Mercedes has had some decent character work. I'm not going to sit here and pretend otherwise. She's got the presence of a star. She knows how to carry about herself as a character. She has the confidence, but to live as a babyface, I'm sorry, I connect with more than any of those three I named. And that's just three names I said on the fly. And that's ultimately what I'm looking for. I don't care how cool your entrance is. I don't care how many championships you've won. I don't care how many catchphrases you can have. I don't care about what happens to you. I don't care. And then are we looking? What are we doing? Live makes me care, and for wrestling, you're supposed to care. You're supposed to be invested, aren't you? Aren't you not? And Live makes me care, and that's why I keep coming back to this. Babyface Live has something, and WWE needs to understand that. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to turn her into something she's not. Don't make her generic. Don't take away the personality. Don't make her just happy babyface number 2 or number 3 or whatever. Let her have a personality. Let her be funny, emotional, chaotic. Let her react naturally. I don't care. Let her have those moments where she looks completely shocked when she wins. Let the emotion connect. Let the audience connect with her. Because that is where the magic happens. And honestly, I think that's why people get so passionate with it within Liv's community. Because I could agree, I am part of it. I could agree. I am part of the Liv stand. I don't care what. If you want, I don't care. Because she's one of those wrestlers where you don't just watch her and you invest in her. There's a because okay. Let me rephrase that. I botched that horrendously. She's one of those wrestlers where you don't just watch her, you invest in her. And there's a difference. You can watch somebody because they're talented, yes. You could support somebody because you actually care about them, and Liv has built that connection with the fans. And then when something happens to Liv, people react. That's why I'm making this video about justice for Liv. Because I'm literally sitting here making a second video about this woman, fam. Do you understand how much power she has? That is crazy. And the funny thing is, I'm not even mad about it because honestly, if I'm going to invest in a wrestler, I'd rather be invested in someone whose character actually makes me feel something, and that's Liv, fam. I also think people sometimes confuse great character with the most dominant character. And they're not the same thing. A character doesn't have to destroy everybody. A character doesn't have to win every match. A character doesn't have to be portrayed as unbeatable. Sometimes the most compelling characters is people who are watching struggle and thinking, come on, Liv, you've got this. That is the babyface formula. And Liv can absolutely thrive in that role because when the crowd believes in her, them in, you can make the incredibly powerful. Imagine just giving her a proper emotional storyline, not just Liv wants to win a championship. I'm talking about something where the audience actually understands why she wants something. Let's see her overcome something. That is how you create an investment. That's how you create investment. Let her get back up. And that's why I keep saying this. Babyface Liv is the best character WWE can work with. And I don't care if somebody says, but Becky Lynch had the man. Yeah, she did. It was iconic. But Mercedes had Sasha Banks. Yes, she did. But Stephanie has aura. Nobody cares. I'm not denying any of it. I'm saying that for me, Babyface Liv has the most complete emotional package, and that is what we like as a wrestling community. She can be funny, she can be serious, she can be vulnerable, she can be confident, she can be the underdog, she can be chaotic, she can be a star. You can make she can make you laugh 1 minute and then have you genuinely invested the next. That's range. That is motion, fam. And I want WWE to lean into that because sometimes wrestling gets so obsessed with making so everybody look like the coolest, the toughest, the most dangerous person alive. Not everybody needs to be that. Give somebody I can actually root for. Give me somebody who feels human. Give me somebody who can get knocked down and make me see them get back up. That's Liv. And that's why I'm going on. That's why I'm going to keep saying it. Babyface Liv is the best character in WWE. Women's side, obviously. I don't care. I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down, fam. I'm putting the mortgage on it. And if you disagree, that's completely fine. We can have the debate. But don't come to me acting like Liv doesn't have an incredible character because I'm not hearing it. Because I've watched enough wrestling to know the difference between someone who's simply talented and somebody who can make you care. And Liv makes me care. That's the entire argument. So WWE, please let Liv be Liv, fam. Don't overthink it. Don't try to turn it into somebody else. Don't strip away everything that makes her entertaining. Give her the story, give her the platform, give her the emotional moments, give her the big matches, give her the character development, and let the woman cook. Because if you actually commit to Baby Liv Morgan, Babyface Liv Morgan, I genuinely think you have one of the most entertaining women's characters in wrestling. And that's why this is video number 2 in my opinion, because apparently one wasn't enough. So here we are. Maybe I might even make it a series for like you. Hashtag justice for Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan's supremacy, I'm standing on it. I'm not moving. And honestly, I might have to make video number 3 because knowing me, I'm probably going to find another reason to defend this woman next week. Anyway, I'm leaving you with this. Becky had the man, Mercedes had the CEO, Stephanie might have the aura of a star for all I care. Ooh, I'm so frightened. Ooh, I'm not moved by any of them. But Babyface Liv Morgan, Babyface Liv Morgan makes you care. And in professional wrestling, you have that. That's everything. That's what you need. Hashtag justice for Liv Morgan, and we are our people. Peace and love. Like, hype, share, and subscribe, and we might be back again. I might make this even a series. Peace and love, people. One